Hey guys, it's McRooster here. So I'm gonna show you guys how to record videos like your games, whatever, then upload them, render them and upload them onto YouTube. So first of all, we've got the two programs here. On the left is Bandicam, and on the right is Dxtory. So um, it depends on what you want to do. If you want more customization, then you can go for Dxtory, but Bandicam is still really good. And on top of that, Bandicam can also record rectangles on the screen as well. So I mean, it's kind of up to you on what you want to do. Now for this, I'll just show you guys with Dxtory because that's the one I'm not using at the moment. So pretty much, it's quite easy. Over here, you go to the folder, you select what folder you want to record to. Make sure it's something where I strongly recommend you get like a hard drive dedicated just to where your game's going to be recorded to. Simply because you don't want to have everything writing to like your hard drive when it's being used by like your operating system or your game. So I've basically just got like this 1 terabyte hard drive that I just use solely only for recording to. Next, you're gonna got your hotkey. That's pretty self-explained. The next part is the movie settings. What you want to do is make sure that use default settings checked. Frame rates, just put it onto 30. And pretty much just copy all of this. You don't have to include the mouse cursor if you don't want to, and you can change the size to whatever you want to. Like if you want a 720p video only, then go that, or you can just make it like 100% of what the original recording was. So like if you're playing at 180p, and you've got it onto 100%, then it's gonna your file's gonna be in 180p as well. So I'll go over to the codec. Now the codec I've been using at the moment is X264. X264 and XVID are both very good. Lagrave Lossless is also really good, but it gives you like a massive file size. These two are pretty good if you like. They use a bit more like of your computer power, like your I'm pretty sure that X264 H264 uses your graphics card to help render things, but stuff like XVID and Lagrave would just use your CPU to help code those, whatever. I don't really know much about this encoding stuff, so yeah. But anyway, here's the configuration. You can pretty much just copy everything I've got here. And the key interval, you can also put whatever you want to, if you guys know what that is. Basically, I forgot what it does. It's something about like how many frames it captures. I can't remember, but yeah, this is pretty good if you want to render with Sony Vegas, so I'd probably just use that. And here on your audio, it's pretty straightforward. You just select your device, PCM, put it to whatever, how high quality you want it to be, and as your second device, you obviously want to have your microphone as well, and make sure it's not on a user push to talk key, because that can be really annoying. I would never put this on push to talk. I don't know why you would do that. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward, and this is just for like screenshots. Advanced, this, you can pretty much just leave it, select your processing threads and how many you want to use. It really depends on like how good your computer is. I've got a 4790K, so I just use the 4 processing threads, or you can just use 1 or 2. It really doesn't matter. I'd probably just play around with this and just see how well you do with the your processing threads. All of this stuff here is kind of irrelevant. I probably wouldn't really bother touching it. And that's pretty much just the license stuff. So yeah, now we'll get into a game. I'm just going to quickly make a custom game. We'll just do in here, and I'll show you guys how to record things. Like, recording your games is the easiest thing ever. It is so easy. So we'll just random. Who are we going to play? We'll just play Jinx.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings.
So I'm just going to go ahead
or
and skip
people.
Until the actual game starts. Alrighty, so now that we're in game, as you can see, Now, at this point, you might see some numbers on top of your screen. Like if you're using Dxtory, in green, it'll say video, then a bunch of numbers there. Those numbers is basically your current FPS. So,
Jinx?
if you
Stands
hit
for
your
Jinx.
record button, like I'm not too sure what you've got it to. Mine's on F8, but I'm not gonna use it right now because I'm already recording with Bandicam. But if you press F8, it'll probably turn yellow or red, and that means that you're recording, and you'll notice that your frame rate will drop a bit, depending on how good your computer is, you know, what your settings are and everything like that, your frame rate will drop. So yeah, that's kind of a bad. That's like the only real bad thing about recording games is that you get a bit of a frame rate drop. But I mean, in the end, if you want to like really record games and share your stuff, then it honestly does not matter. So basically, just leave that on for the rest of the game. Make sure before you exit the game that you stop recording, because if you exit the game, before you stop recording, then your file will come out as corrupt, and you will most likely lose whatever you recorded. So make sure that you just stop recording when you click Alt, you know, when you exit the game, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna stop recording and go ahead and get out of this and show you guys a bit of Sony Vegas. Okay guys, so we've opened up Sony Vegas. As you can see here, I've got a template for all my videos. I've got my outro and my the intro here. So you can set up a template if you want to, it's up to you. Now, editing is very easy. All you need to do is just go to your hard drive that has your recordings in it. You can just drag it and then drop it in there, and you'll notice that it will start building the peaks. And from here on, it's pretty easy. You could just, you know, go through it, edit it. Editing's super easy. If you want to like make something smaller, you just go to the end and it'll come up with this arrow. Then you could just click it, hold it, and drag it all around. It's really easy. Like this honestly is not rocket science. You can look up some other videos for it if you want to, but yeah, just another thing about Sony Vegas. It does use a lot of PC resources, and sometimes it does crash, so just be aware of that. I'd strongly recommend that you save things quite frequently. And I made a mistake of pressing undo while it was building the peaks. Now it's gonna be a bit. Now it's pretty much frozen, so yeah, you usually just want to wait for the peaks to build before, you know, you start editing, because while you're building peaks, it can be a bit buggy and sometimes it crashes. So I'm just gonna stop this and wait until everything's started working again. Okay, so now everything's working again. As you can see here, all the peaks have loaded. So at the top here, I've got like at the bottom here, this is my own, you know, sound, like my microphone, like so yeah. And on the top you would have like your, you know, your Windows noise. So I'll just go and show you.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings.
So and there you go. So everything's really easy to edit, to be honest. You've got your transitions if you want to make stuff, you know, if you want to transition different clips, you know, you would obviously go to this. If you want to add video effects, like let's give this some noise. So as you can see there, that's, you know, that's just an example. There's lots of different things here, guys. And you've got media generators like titles and text. So honestly, you can just go to someone else if you want to look for a tutorial for this in terms of editing, because I'm not the best at this. But it really is not rocket science. It's not as complicated like Adobe After Effects, for example. That's the complicated stuff. Sony Vegas is just as easy as Windows Movie Maker or something you'd use on your Mac. I forgot what the programs Macs have. But yeah. Anyways, when you're done, pretty much what you want to do is you select what part you want to render. and go to File, Render As, and here, you would choose what, how you want it to output as. So basically the settings that I use the X264 codec. I've got it on 180p, 30 frames a second, blah blah blah. Let's see here, audio, put it onto just whatever you want to, because it doesn't really matter that much. As long as it's on I'd probably put it onto PCM uncompressed. Don't need to compress the audio or anything like that. Video rendering quality, make sure that's set on best. Use project settings, and yeah, that's pretty it. And you can save your template as well. Once that's done, you press OK. I'm just gonna click cancel, and once everything's all good, you just click render. And once it's rendered, all you need to do is just go to YouTube and click upload. So it really isn't rocket science. It's very easy. It really is easy. I'm pretty sure that one of my younger sisters could do this. Or your younger sister could do it. It's not hard. So I hope I've been a bit useful. If you liked it, then please like or subscribe. If you need any more help, you can always just check out someone else's videos, because they'll go a bit more in depth than I can. Or you can even ask me questions and I'll answer them when I can. So anyways, guys, have a good day.